Good morning. Today is Kartik Deep festival. This festival is very famous, equally celebrated as North Indians celebrate Deepavali during old days. North Arcot district and South Arcot district people celebrate this festival gloriously. They celebrate this festival for continuous 3 days, and fourth day they used to meet their distant relatives, friends, and exchange their greetings. Now, I would like to uh, discuss with the practical problems of every common man, including the middle class people and in between people, between the high class protected people as well as middle class people, and particularly the budget people, those who used to plan their span of life with budget, thinking about the necessities and perks enjoyable to their estimated financial conditions. That resulted them to take loan after loan. So for them also this case is most important, but in the given case, it was a financial company, by the company which need finance seems to have obtained finance from the bank, and for defaulted there was some course of actions. How the bank officials are uh, facilitated to recover their loans under SARFAESI Act, read with DRT, Debt Recovery Tribunal, as well as DRAT, Debt Recovery Appellate Tribunal. So for that purpose, this case will be very beneficial for all. I hope that you may not face such cases, but however, be equipped with this sort of knowledge so as to, if anybody approaches you, you can guide them. It's a case of AR 2020 Supreme Court 3648, R. Bhanumati, S. Abdul Nazir, and A.S. Bopanna. K. Viruksha versus State of Karnataka. This is case where the person who obtained a loan wanted to take revenge, seems to have approached a criminal lawyer, and that criminal lawyer seems to have filed a complaint for offences under section 511, 109, 34, 120B, 406, 409, 420, 405, 417 and 426 IPC. Did not left out all offences, defined offences under offences against properties. So there was a direction to register the said complaint, and that was 482 was preferred. Therefore, this went to up to Supreme Court against 482. When it was dismissed against the quashing of the FIR, it went up to Supreme Court. Before that, that is not that much of relevant, except a concept that when there are civil procedure, contemplated civil procedure, and the bank officers who are made as an accused are within the purview of SARFAESI Act to take action, and their actions were defended and explainable under the said provisions, this criminal prosecution is an abuse of process of court. So you see, the respondent to hereinafter as a complainant approached the Canara Bank at Hubballi. Credit facilities were sanctioned 16/3/2009. Credit facilities mean what? You may be having a current account. If you have a current account, if you want some overflow of your outstanding dues, by giving some collateral securities, the bank may give you credit facility to beyond your deposits. That is called credit receipt. That was 2.68 crores. The property was 2 acres and 2 guntas, Hubli district, were charged. That means the collateral security was here. Thereafter, that property seems to be secured asset as defined under SARFAESI Act. So you have to go through the definition of SARFAESI as a secured asset. Then, since he defaulted non-performing asset (NPA), that was also most important under SARFAESI Act. Then thereafter they have invoked 13(2) of Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Securities Interest Act 2002 SARFAESI. Then possession was secured under section 14 of the said act. Then public notice was issued for action by fixing a reserve price 2 crores to plus. Then since there was no proper approach, then again they have postponed it and they reduced the value to 1.10 crore. Then the debtor seems to approach the writ petition by challenging. The writ petition was dismissed with cause, stating that there are provisions under SARFAESI Act. Thereafter again they went to writ appeal. That was also negativated. Then what had happened? He filed a complaint under 200 CRPC before Principal Civil Judge Junior Division and JMFC Judicial Magistrate of First Class Hubli in PC number so and so, and then the 156 Class 3 investigation, Class 3 of CRPC investigation was ordered, FIR registered, and again said 482 was filed, 482 was denied. Then they went to Supreme Court. So Supreme Court has categorically stated that sanction of loan, creation of mortgage, and the manner in which sanction loan was to be released are all contractual matter between the parties. The complainant is an industrialist who had obtained loan in the name of company. Admittedly there was a NPA. Therefore, since the intention of the legislation is that the banks and financiers have been vested with stringent powers for recovery of their dues, safeguards. Therefore, all powers are vested with the DRT. Under section 17, subclass 3, DRT is entitled to question the action taken by the secured creditor and the transaction entered by virtue of section 13(4) of the Act. The legislature, by including subsection 3, has gone to the extent of vesting DRT with authority to even set aside the transaction. Therefore, they have not accepted that the criminal prosecution would lie. They say SARFAESI Act is neither unquestionable nor treated as sacrosanct under all circumstances, but if there is discrepancy in the manner the bank has proceeded, it will always open to assail it in the forum provided. Therefore, they have said that this complaint is not maintainable. FIR seems to have been quashed. So this is normally happens. You can refer this case whenever FIR is filed in a civil transactions. But unfortunately, some authoritative judge, thinking that their elevation is God gift and they are very near to the God, without even going to the merit of the case, without going to the complaint, the civil nature in complaint, giving criminal color to recover money, simply says, no, you have some dues, you pay some amount. They are simply asking to pay the amount, settle the issues, referring to the mediation. Okay, it's all our transformation of ideological revelations. But sometimes the judge should be very restrained in allowing the persons to misuse the CRPC and the criminal court proceedings for recovery of civil transaction, unless and until prima facie material is there for taking cognizance for criminal in nature. That's why I have also suggested that in all civil proceedings, including DRT, SARFAESI, if any criminal proceedings are noticed, the criminal proceeding to be initiated is noticed, they can initiate. That suggestion may be reconsidered. Best wishes.